Hey everybody, welcome to week 6 of our Tune-Up Challenge. And today's masterclass is all about rewards without food. First thing I want to say is congratulations on making it to week 6. Yay! Only one more week to go in our 7-week Tune-Up Challenge. I want to start today with an affirmation that I found that I really liked. And the affirmation for today: I am proud of myself for choosing a healthier lifestyle. So take that affirmation, post it on your refrigerator, repeat it to yourself throughout the day, and put it on your food journal. Make it a part of your mantra for today. I am proud of myself for choosing a healthier lifestyle. We have to learn to reward ourselves without food. And of course, our society is built around eating. We eat or drink something yummy as a way of rewarding ourselves. We go out to dinner to celebrate, or we make a special meal at home. Sometimes it's hard to think of something that will make us feel good as a reward or to celebrate that doesn't include food. I'm Jennifer Seven. I'm the owner of Seven Company Weight Loss and Wellness Center. And today we are going to think about when you want to reward yourself and what the reward should be that doesn't include food. Now, you could start with rewarding yourself if you make it through one day and you stay on protocol. So just one day. We often say just have one perfect day. You can have one perfect day without any deviations. Then reward yourself. Start with a small reward, and then you could set a little bit bigger goal or a longer goal. For example, I stayed on my plan for a week or for 5 days, or I made it through the weekend. Oftentimes, our clients really struggle with the weekends. They can be really good throughout the week, but then the weekends really derail them. Think about where your biggest temptations and obstacles are, and then write down how you want to reward yourself if you make it past the temptation and the obstacle successfully. I think it's really important to take some time. We're working so hard on ourselves, but let's take some time to write down a few things. For example, what is coming up this week that could be a challenge for you? Or maybe it's when you get home from work and you're tired and you just don't feel like eating the way you should eat on the plan. And that's your obstacle when you're tired and stressed from work. Or again, maybe it's the weekends, or maybe there's a work lunch or an evening out with the girlfriends or friends. So look at your week, look at your day, identify what your biggest obstacles are and your temptations. Maybe it's that glass of wine, maybe it's that bowl of ice cream. Write it down and then say to yourself, okay, if I can get past this obstacle or this temptations, I deserve to do something nice for myself. But remember, it has to be something that doesn't involve food. And I'm going to give you a whole bunch of examples in a couple minutes. Now, the other thing that you should do or think about doing is, if you've made it to the end of the 7-week challenge and you've stayed in it, maybe it hasn't been perfect, but you're hanging in there, you're participating in the activities each week, you're meeting with your coach each week, you're eating the proper foods, so you make it through. And again, maybe it's not perfect, but that's a big win. That is a big celebration. So you want to recognize yourself for that. So set yourself up for a win. Pick a bigger reward. Maybe if you've done well and you've lost the weight, it's time for a new outfit or a new shirt or a new dress or skirt, a pair of pants, something that you've had your eye on, but you couldn't quite fit. And I know that I often will not buy clothes when I'm feeling that my clothes are too tight. I will not allow myself to buy clothes until I can shrink down a little bit. But then how wonderful it feels when you have and you can go get that new outfit. Maybe it's a new pair of shoes. Maybe you book yourself a massage or a facial at the end. So we only have one more week left. You can give it your all, but if you've been participating and you've been following along, just reward yourself for that. Yay you. Yay you. I wanted to include in this masterclass a solid mixture of little rewards and bigger rewards. So when you reach major milestones in your weight loss or really anything else that you're working on, you should reward yourself. But again, we have to relearn a behavior that most of us have probably been using for many, many years. And it is really part of our society that we reward ourselves with food. So whatever you're working on, even if it's a work project or a school project, or you got your kids where they needed to be, or it's your weight loss or weight maintenance goal, start to develop some rewards for yourself. And they don't have to be expensive. Maybe the bigger rewards have a little bit more monetary value behind them. So here are a few of my favorite suggestions. How about taking a siesta, a little nap? Sometimes doesn't it just feel wonderful to close the door, close the blinds, crawl under some nice cool sheets and just take a half an hour nap or an hour, whatever works for you. It will rejuvenate you. Best of all, it's free. And do it with no guilt. Because oftentimes we're like, oh, I can't take any time for myself, or I can't take a nap because I have 5,000 things I have to get done. So just say to yourself, this is my reward and I've earned it. How about giving yourself permission to say no? We all have so many tasks or obligations that we feel that we should do. Maybe our hearts aren't in it. If you're a PTA mom or you're a school volunteer, and sometimes don't you just feel like, oh yes, I should just bake those cookies, or I should volunteer to organize the soccer party at the end of the year. How many times have I done that? Or I just should do this, or I should host Thanksgiving dinner at my house. Not that you really want to, but you feel obligated. It's okay to say no. It's really okay to say no, especially if your hearts aren't in it. And did you know that no, N-O, is a complete sentence? It's okay to say no, and you don't have to explain yourself. Oftentimes we feel that we do have to justify our no. Really, we don't. No, I can't do it. Sorry. Sometimes with family members, that's the hardest. Parents or spouse or significant other or a friend who's asking you to do something you really don't want to do, but you feel like you're obligated. You have to. So practice your no. Give your pass on something that you're just dreading and do something for you instead. And that's a reward right unto itself. How about scheduling some alone time? And we talked about the siesta. That's definitely some alone time. It doesn't have to be, you could curl up and take a nap with a child or a pet, but just scheduling some time for you. There's family, friends, work, school. Again, there's always something to do, and typically just not enough time to get it all done. So taking a few minutes to yourself, maybe it's 15 minutes. You say, that's okay, I deserve this 15 minutes. I'm gonna go into my room, close the door, put on some music. For 15 minutes, maybe I'm gonna do some deep breathing. Maybe I take a walk. I get home and I'm gonna take my dog out for a nice 15-minute walk. If you don't have a dog, you can still take a walk. This will help you relax and will give you more energy for the tasks ahead. So many times we put ourselves last. We just go, get very stressed about it. We need to take a little time. Great reward, and it's free and not that hard to do. How about paying yourself for good habits? It's like paying yourself your own allowance. Set up some little goals for yourself. Did I have a salad for lunch? Did I follow my food sheet for the day? Did I take that walk? Did I do a little walking exercise? Did I do a yoga class? Did I get 8 hours of sleep last night? You could put $1 in a jar to reward yourself for your efforts, or $5. Maybe if you go to a yoga class, maybe that's worth $5 to you. Maybe just taking that other time for yourself to eat that salad. Pay yourself 50 cents, maybe yourself $1. You know how to keep those change buckets? You could make a bucket full of your own monetary rewards, and then set yourself a goal. When I say I hit $50, I'm cashing in my bucket. Maybe I'm going to go get a manicure or a pedicure, or maybe I'm going to shoot for $100 and go get that outfit that I've been looking for, or something I've had my eye on that I'm going to go splurge and get. Maybe it's just something I want to pamper myself with, or something I want for the house, or some new cushions for my couch, pillows, whatever it is. That's a great one, and it's fun, and you're just using your own money to reward yourself. So instead of just going out and doing it, you're setting some goals. Again, we're retraining ourselves. You could, as a reward, decide to buy some new exercise clothes. Perhaps you are taking yoga and you'd like to get a new yoga outfit or a new pair of yoga pants, something like that. New pair of walking shorts or walking pants, or it's getting cooler now in the fall, maybe a long sleeve pullover that you've had your eye on for when you're walking around outside. Whatever it is, that could be a goal for you, a reward for you, something that's attractive and cute, makes you feel good when you're out there moving your body. And again, I'm not saying you have to be out there doing cardio or pumping iron, certainly, but just something that makes you feel good about yourself. Here's one I particularly like, and you may want to spend a little time thinking about this. How about pursuing a passion that you have? And maybe it's one of those things you just neglect because everything else gets in the way. Do you like to paint or draw? How about, instead of deviating from your eating plan, when you're getting a craving to eat something that you shouldn't, get out the paints, get out the coloring book. People have those adult coloring books. So get yourself some colored pencils, get a coloring book, and say, okay, I'm going to distract myself. And then the urge will go away, and you're doing something fun, something you enjoy. How about you love to play the piano? Maybe like I grew up with lots and lots and lots of piano lessons, and then as you get older, the piano sits in the corner and just gathers dust because you don't have time to play. And I love to play, and I love to sing, but rarely will I take the time to do it. So how about that? Sit down at the piano. If you like to journal and write, that's a perfect time. Sit down, take 15 minutes, a half an hour, and just journal. Write. You love to read. That's another one I love. I love to read, but again, it seems like a guilty pleasure. I don't have time. I always have work to do, something I'm supposed to be doing, somewhere I'm supposed to be. So you could make a date with a library. Go to the library, find a nice cozy chair at the library, or you could go to a bookstore. These nice bookstores with coffee shops, usually you're gonna have coffee or tea. That's not gonna derail your eating plan. Curl up, read a book, and you're getting out of the house, and it's time for you, and you can enjoy that. It's a reward without money attached to it or food. Think about your hobbies. So we talked about painting. Maybe you wanted to take up a new hobby. Maybe you want to learn how to sew. There's so many fun things you could do. Maybe you want to do woodworking. Maybe you want to do ceramics or stained glass. Look for a class somewhere. Community centers have lots of fun classes, and sign up for one and say, okay, I'm going to start a new hobby, and maybe I'll buy some materials as a reward if I'm staying on track with whatever my goals are, especially for your eating goals. You can simply buy a beginner's book, a do-it-yourself book on whatever your hobbies are. How about rewarding yourself with a spa day? Now, if you're not in the habit of getting massages regularly, and that'd be nice if we all could get them regularly, you could consider using them as a reward for when you hit a milestone in your healthy lifestyle changes. Maybe you set that up with, when I lose 10 pounds or 15 pounds or 20 pounds, I'm going to go get that massage. But you could do smaller spa things like manicures or pedicures or facials or so many different things that you can do at the spa. That could be a smaller reward, get your nails done, and but set yourself that goal. When I do 5 pounds or I do 10 pounds, or I've stayed on my program with no deviations for a week, I'm going to go reward myself with a little spa time. Grab a girlfriend, make it a spa spa fun time with, maybe you have a daughter. That would be fun too, really fun. Bigger milestones, you could have a half day spa day or a full day spa day. But you really have to plan for that, because that could be a little bit more expensive. Oh, even a 15-minute chair massage could be a major reset for you and not very expensive. There are places, sometimes the malls have those 15-minute chair massages. So there you go. You can do that. Also, look for deals on Groupon. There's tons of deals on Groupon. So maybe that's a way where you get yourself your reward, your treat. It doesn't cost you a ton of money. And you can do that. So look on Groupon. One of the other ways you could reward yourself is to upgrade your style. So as you're improving your eating and your exercise habits, chances are you're going to see some changes in your body, and they're going to make you happy. So celebrate your progress by treating yourself to a new pair of jeans or a new shirt. Maybe you can show off your arms if you've got some definition in your arms now, or you've lost fat in your arms. Now is jean season because it's the fall. So that would be great when you can get back in your skinny jeans. Go get a new pair of jeans, makes you feel good. Maybe a new little jacket, a new sweater, something like that. So it's important to recognize that. And if you have a lot of weight to lose, sometimes people hold off on getting new clothes until they get closer to their goals. So hey, check out the consignment shops. That's a great way to get new outfits very inexpensively, celebrating your success as you go along without breaking the bank. And I really encourage you to do that, because even 10 or 15 pounds lost, 10 pounds lost, don't stay in the other clothes, because they're baggy and they're going to make you feel bigger, and how good you're going to feel when you have that new little outfit on. Again, you can, along with the spa idea, you could spend some time at the salon, the hair salon. That's another great thing you can do. Go and get a new look, get a new haircut, treat yourself. Maybe inexpensively, you could just go in for a blow dry. Doesn't that feel good? Shampoo and blow dry, get your hair all pretty. You can set that as a reward for yourself. Or if it's a bigger goal that you've hit, maybe you get a new set of highlights, which are a little bit more expensive, or maybe you get an upscale pedicure or manicure, or again, that massage. But I love the idea of just getting a new look with your hair as you're downsizing and as you're hitting your goals. And again, I'm trying to give you all these different ideas for how to reward yourself without food. Back to a little alone time. It doesn't have to be alone time, but how about taking a personal day? Take a day off, but it's your day. You're not taking it off because you have things to do at the school for the kids, or you have other commitments, or you have to meet the cable guy at home. Carve out a day for you. Whether or not you want to spend any money on that day, you could just spend it doing the things you enjoy. Maybe you stay home, turn the phone off, and you have a spa day at home. You take a bubble bath, you pamper yourself at home, you do your own nails, you blow dry your own hair. Maybe it's about cleaning. Some people they feel good when they can really clean and organize. But it's your day to do whatever you like. Maybe you like to browse consignment shops or vintage shops. My daughter and I used to do this. She loved to go to little consignment shops, and we would just spend a day cruising around doing that. She loved going to rummage sales. So we would have a lot of fun doing that. You could, if you live near a beach, you could go to the beach for the day, or a lake. You could go to the mountains. You could just go into nature, take a day trip. Maybe there's museums you've been dying to go to and you just never get to it. There's so many things to do, art galleries, museums. Something about anchoring for, and you keep putting it up and putting up. Maybe, and again, you can go by yourself, perfectly fine, or grab a friend, go with a friend, but it's just a day, a reward. And as I mentioned before, organizing, go through your closet. Hey, maybe it's time to get rid of the clothes that are too big. And I'm a firm believer, when those clothes are too big, you get them out of the house, because otherwise they are just calling your name like, hey, when you gain the weight back, here's your big clothes. We're changing our mindset, everybody. We don't keep the big clothes. Get them out. Get them out. You heard that from me. Keep your momentum going. So you're on a roll. You've been on this 7-week program, week 6 now. Don't stop. You may have more weight to lose, or you may have hit your goal and be ready to go into a maintenance program. But so often when people hit their goal, they go back to all of their old eating habits. So let's keep the momentum going. Think of items that will get you excited about your new eating and exercise habits. As I mentioned before, you could get a new yoga outfit. Maybe you get a new yoga mat, some new workout shorts. Maybe it's a piece of fitness equipment. Maybe you want to work on those arms, so you get yourself some hand weights or a foam roller, whatever it is. Maybe it's as simple as a nice water bottle that you've had your eye on for a while. So you get an upgraded or just a new water bottle to remind yourself to stay hydrated. Bigger goals, if you stick to your new routine for 30 days, you could splurge on a bigger item. And maybe this is something to do a little sooner on your journey, because these tools can be very useful, but maybe you've been wanting a new blender. Maybe you want something like a magic bullet. You could invest in that, or a new set of cookware, or an air fryer, something that would make your life easier as you continue to stay in a healthier lifestyle. So again, those are some good goals to work toward. Another fun one, I don't know too many people that do this, but you could outsource an errand. Have a task on your to-do list that you've been absolutely dreading. Reward yourself by hiring someone else to do it. Maybe you can even find a neighborhood teenager that is looking to earn a little money. Maybe it's raking the leaves. Maybe it's mowing the lawn, walking the dog, dropping off the laundry. And I'm not saying that this is something that has to be done every day, but maybe you're going to take that personal day and you need someone to go and take care of the dog for the day so you can get away. That would be fun. Or again, just mowing the lawn because you don't want to. Whatever it is, power wash your deck, some household chore that has to be done that you really just don't want to do would be a good reward, a very good reward. So I think these are fun. These are this is my most fun class, I think, to teach, because you can really think out of the box. I'm going to very quickly go through some more rewards. I'm just going to read these, and then maybe I'll post these so you guys can have them. But simple, inexpensive rewards. Okay, buy some special coffee, but be sure it doesn't have sugar in it. I don't really consider this to be food, so it's okay. It's more of a life source than food. Rent a movie you've been dying to see. Snuggle up on your couch, guilt-free, either with your significant other, a child, a dog, a cat, or all by yourself in a cozy. Oh, that's a good one. Get yourself a new little throw for the couch. Allow yourself free time to do an activity you enjoy: reading, painting, writing, playing the piano, etc. We talked about those. Try a new workout class, something new to try. Get a manicure or pedicure or both. Buy a new book. That's a good one. Set your alarm for 30 minutes later tomorrow morning. How about that? Sleep in a little. That sounds like a good one. Light a new scented candle. Get yourself a candle. I love candles. And right now, there's pumpkin-y ones and apple ones. Well, of course, we don't want it to smell like food, probably. But a nice candle. Lavender is wonderful for relaxing. I already mentioned this one. An at-home spa day. You could get yourself a body scrub for the shower, a nice conditioning hair mask, a super rich body lotion, paint your nails, give yourself a facial, get a new color for your nails, get yourself a new lipstick, take a bubble bath, get one of those bath bombs. That'd be fun. How about a new journal and a nice pen to write with? Make time to use them. Go for a walk, meditate. Try some aromatherapy. Get a nice oil diffuser and some nice essential oils. There's so many lovely scents that you can find. Maybe just do your makeup and your hair, which you have if you don't often take the time to do that. That's kind of fun. You feel better when you look good. Go on a day trip, treat yourself to some nice skincare, maybe something you've had your eye on. Create a vision board. I love vision boards, which is an exercise all into itself, but you can cut pictures out of a magazine of what you'd like to have in your life. It could be anywhere from your home, your body, people you want in your life, a significant other in your life, children, whatever it is, animals, pets. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Take a nap. Reread your favorite book. Put $5 in a shopping jar as for little rewards, and then the big reward is using that money on a shopping spree. Give yourself a day off, and I mean seriously, give yourself a day off. Watch a YouTube tutorial and give it a try on whatever it is you want to learn. Go to a local museum. Hey, change your bed sheets. Okay, I know it's a little bit of work, but doesn't it feel good to get into a nice, freshly changed bed? I thought so. Buy some new sheets. I love those kind of silky sheets, nice and cool. I get really hot at night. You could also get those sprays, linen sprays. You can spray the bed if you can't get new sheets. Just wash them, spray them with a nice smell, ready to go. You could use the non-fitness parts of your gym membership if you have that. If it has a sauna or a pool or a massage chair, make some time to go use it. Could get yourself some sexy new undies, even if it's just for you. That always makes a girl feel good. Sorry, guys. You can do it too, guys. New boxers. Buy yourself some flowers. How nice is that? Get your own flowers. Bring them home. Put them in a vase. That'll make you feel good. Sign up for a class you've been wanting to take. Keep a running wish list of things you'd like, and then pick one as a treat. A few items currently on mine are like a nice perfume. I've been wanting a Ninja, and I've been wanting that air fryer, so those are on my list. I already mentioned before, color an adult coloring book, and I don't mean an inappropriate adult coloring book, something fun that you can really enjoy, flowers or whatever. There's a million of them out there. Get a blowout. Browse your local bookstore, buy some new workout clothes, spend some guilt-free time browsing Pinterest. You know, where it's like, I don't have time to do that, but since it's a guilty pleasure, I'll make it. It's okay. I'm going to take an hour to do this today because I want to. We talked about a new fitness accessory, maybe some nice Bluetooth headphones, buy a nice hand cream or lip balm. How about getting your car professionally washed and detailed? Nice, just washed. Go through the car wash. It makes you feel good. If you have the extra money, you can get it vacuumed. Hire someone to do the week's house cleaning. Hey, maybe you're having people over for the holidays. Well, maybe you take a little bit of money and you have someone come in and clean for you. That's an awesome reward. It's a big one. Buy yourself a Groupon. Buy something for your hobby, which is a new music book, pretty yarn, whatever it might be. Give yourself a break. Maybe you let the laundry or the dishes sit for a night. Sometimes people feel like they have to get rid of and clean everything. It's okay if they stay in the sink one night. You can do them in the morning. Give yourself a night off. Buy a little something to liven up your work or your living space, like a new picture frame or a cozy throw. Home goods is always great for finding fun things. Hey, and maybe binge an extra episode or 2 or 3 or 4 of your current Netflix show. So the list goes on and on and on. My point is, you definitely don't have to use food as a reward for a job well done. By rewarding yourself with things like all of these items that I've listed, you will not only stay on track with your health goals, but you might even end up with a reward that lasts longer than one meal. I challenge you to share on our private Facebook page 3 ways you plan to reward yourself that don't include food. So let's give this a go. I think I've given you tons of wonderful ideas, so let's put it into action. Share your ideas, and I will try to get all of these ideas out to you on the Facebook page as well. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you week 7 next week, which is going to be about emotional eating.